Okay, so welcome to my channel, Pokélord Johto. So for this video, I wanted to do an anime team if I were in a Pokemon anime. So this team will be for Johto region, and it will be like in the anime. So bad moves and all that stuff. Like let's say I give my Typhlosion Fire Punch or Thunder Punch. Normally it wouldn't be good on Typhlosion in the actual games in the metagame. But if I gave it into an anime, it's gonna be a lot different. Let's say like Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is really bad in the actual PvP in Pokemon. It's a bad move, but in the anime, it's like the strongest move ever, and it's very very good. So I'm just going to be focusing on moves that I think would be good in the anime too. And for abilities, I'm not sure like how they really work in the anime because sometimes there are abilities in the anime, and sometimes there aren't anything good. They're not even there sometimes. So let's say like for Tyranitar wanted to summon a Sandstorm every single time it gets out the Pokeball. So for my first option, I would choose Typhlosion with Eruption, Focus Blast, Thunder Punch, and Fire Punch. Fire Punch and Thunder Punch are two physical attacks which up close, which would be good for Typhlosion. I feel like that he would be a good up close and far away fighting. Like Focus Blast could probably hit it far away with in it. Eruption is probably like a mid-range move, but then Thunder Punch and Fire Punch are more up close and personal. So for my second one is Donphan. So Donphan has Earthquake, Rollout, Superpower, and Hyper Beam. Like I said, Hyper Beam is a very, very good move in the anime. Every time you see it on screen, everyone says it's super good and everything. So that's why I did it. I put Superpower because maybe like Donphan will lift someone up and all that stuff. Kind of like, let's say, Heracross in that one episode in the Johto League where he uses Mega Horn to lift up a Pokemon. I forget the episode, but I know it. So Rollout is pretty much like a signature move for Donphan anime, honestly. You can't have it without him rolling it, so it's just perfect for Donphan. It's a tire elephant, it's supposed to roll around, it's a tire, it's a wheel, so it's just perfect. And Earthquake is obviously, Stab is a super strong move and everything. So for my third option, I would choose Scizors. Now, Scizor would be a cool option because like counter wouldn't work like let's say Wobbuffet. I think counter would work like let's say Typhlosion used Fire Punch and then Scizor would block it with its claw and then countered back. That what I would think would happen. And then there's Sword Stance, which I think they used in the anime. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I watched the anime. But it's just to boost attack. X-Scissor is probably one that we work best in the anime. And then Bullet Punch, because Bullet Punch, it will work, it's good, and yeah. So for Tyranitar has Hyper Beam, of course, because like, how can I not give Tyranitar Hyper Beam inside a pseudo legendary, which Hyper Beam is super good inside the anime? Like you can, I don't think there's I don't really think there's really any pseudo legendaries without Hyper Beam really. I think almost every single pseudo legendary has Hyper Beam in the anime. I could be wrong. I'm probably am wrong, but I'm pretty sure they all do. Earthquake for the obvious super powerful move. Ice Punch because I like Ice Punch on Tyranitar and it's good coverage for let's say Dragon type whatever. And then there's Stone Edge, which I feel like would be really cool. It's kind of like in Naruto with the mud walls and everything. Tyranitar stomps, and then a giant stone edge would just shoot out of the sky. Not like shoot out of the sky, but like let's say like in My Hero Academia, how Todoroki's ice goes up like that, kind of like that. And then Stand Stream would not work in the anime. I'm just saying so. And then I feel like Guts would probably work in the anime, so Guts would work. And then I would give it Mega Horn because it's pretty much Hercules' best bug move. And then yeah, in the anime it always uses it too. Well, I think it uses Horn Attack, but like then it got Mega Horn and everything. There's Close Combat for the best fighting type move. Bullet Speed for coverage and all that, and it has a bit of more range. Like if it needs a little bit of range, then Hercules can use it. And like Earthquake has good like distance that it can attack from a far range at least. Scissors doesn't have really good range. Typhlosion has a decent range. So then, yeah, I have Bullet Seed for a good range attack, and then Low Kick just for coverage. Cause like I have fire type moves like this, but like there's in the anime they have different typings and everything for different moves, and they have some of the same type moves. So yeah, and then the last would be Crobat. So I don't know exactly what would really work on Crobat for abilities, but I would use Air Slash because I'm thinking of more of a ranged fighter for Crobat in the anime. So yeah, and then Air Slash, Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, and then my only like close corner move is Steel Wing, which would be nice to have as coverage too for let's say rock types or whatever. So this would be my team for the Johto region. Typhlosion, Donphan, Scizor, Tyranitar, Heracross, and Crobat. Honestly, it's a pretty good diverse team at least. Like yeah, I have 2 bugs, but that's pretty much it. And for fire types, I have like Tyranitar and Typhlosion to counter it really. Donphan can be used too, but like these 2 have resists. And Tyranitar is just a really strong Pokemon, especially in the anime. Typhlosion is just my favorite of all time. And my favorite starter, which would be my starter. I like Donphan, my second favorite. Scizor is my third favorite. Tyranitar is my fourth favorite. Heracross is probably in my top 5, or not top 5, but top 10. And then Crobat is probably like top 15 at least, maybe 20. But I like a lot of Johto Pokemon, honestly, and this is the team I would choose for Johto anime.